Fourth time is a charm. Let's see what happens here. Maybe they should just got overloaded. What's the No, I'm here. For some reason, I can't get the camera to work. Camera just shit itself. Couldn't find the VLC installation. VLC video source disabled. Why is that a thing? Enable their distribution found. I'm gonna have to put this over to their thing. To hook full screen process video remastered. Reduce your voice, creating device, share texture capture successful, buffer description, remembering D3G12Q from present. I wonder where it's falling. User switch to stream. Interesting. Well, I'll troubleshoot it later. For some reason, I think it's the game doesn't want to be at a full screen, and for some, it might be related to the camera. The camera might be causing it to shit the bed, but we made it, bros. We somehow made it.
Are you ready to go? We need your help getting to the castle, but we need to move soon. I knew you'd be up to it.
God damn, man.
Our goal is the castle gate. We should be able to use this door to get out to the plaza in front of the castle gatehouse. You know the drill. Stick close and keep...
I can finally do this. Dude, I haven't had a chance to actually play. I've been making so many videos and everything that it's like... I've just been pumping stuff out. I want to do a video on the Mage Guild. Hopefully we can do that today. If the game crashes right now, I might throw fuck up. There's something... I think it has to do with Unreal 5 and how Unreal 5 pulls a lot of power, and it's a super unoptimized engine. Oh, good, cool, great. I want to sell that. God, that thing is so fucking heavy. Why is that thing 43 pounds? We're dropping it. I don't remember things being this heavy in this fucking game, man. This Dremora mace is 43 pounds? I mean, can't lift that. Like, I'm already like steadily overweight over here. Like, you're in, dude. You're in, CT. You're in, dude. Remember there being some stuff over here, some tomfoolery. Were they this heavy though, man? Like, I don't remember 43. Seems a bit heavy for something you're supposed to swing around. Oh, I mean, you think about it, right? I think it smashed right into you. So yeah, there's something that causes the game to... There's something that causes my computer to freeze and then reset. And I don't know if it's an OBS issue, if it's a... Oh, we're definitely going to get our alteration up, brother. Don't you worry about that. Back with me. I don't know where the fall off is in my situation. Windows event log, so it shows it as a error 41, which is related to like usually like some sort of power RAM issue, and I just think it's overdrawing. I might need to reseat or swap my RAM cards. That for sticks. That's for some reason a thing.
This is no good. The gates are locked, and the only way to open...
Yeah, I don't remember it being that much Vapor for Blood. You're right.
We can't open that gate from out here. The only way to get into the gatehouse now. Hurry and find Barrich Inian. He should be back in the... Once you've got it, get to the guardhouse.
On the way. Where is Barrich? Coffee server, Sword and Shield is great, and 200 weapons are great. It's whatever you want to go with, really. They've added a ton more really good two-handed weapons with stuff like the Shivering Isles and
We saw the smoke from the Gold Road while out on
I forgot
patrol.
about these guys.
How can we help?
You know how this is? This is a really good way to get Legion armor.
We'll be right behind you. I'm just waiting for Captain Mattias to give the
and
finally
the Knights of the Nine. They both have really good ones.
Yes, I have it. That's right. They managed to... I'm afraid you're in for a tough time, friend. The city... I'd better go with you. We'll have to go through the chapel undercroft, and then through what's left of the... If I don't make...
Showpiece, I don't really use mods,
carry
no.
on without me.
Wait, what is it? What? Are you saying to go down here? I guess so. I can't remember. I did last time I did this. I was in fucking college. Isn't there an ambush down here? Yes, there is. That's right, Sean Bean. Tell them about your fire situation you got going on. I remember there was a mod back in the day for Oblivion, because I did play some modded Oblivion. I think there was one that restored Pravach. Does anyone know anything about that? Everyone in chat, do me a favor, go ahead and just say test in chat. I'm trying to see if my chat bot thing here is broken. By the way, do you like how you get... Perfect, thank you guys, thank you, it's working, it's working. We used to be on master difficulty. We brought it down because of overtuned like a motherfucker. You're all good. Thank you guys. Those of you on Twitch, you can see the YouTube chat, and those of you on YouTube, you can see the Twitch chat now, right? Did he die? Did our bro die that easy? Did he die? Or did he not zone through with us? Yeah, he didn't zone through. Okay. No, Alexander, I'm not even an expert anymore. I went down even to adept. Because I was just not having fun. I was just having to like swipe the shit out of stuff, and it was the very beginning. It was the first... We were in Vilverin, and I was like... The skeletons were murking me. So play on adept if you want, man. So I'm gonna be... on Mondays, I go to the gym early, Rodrigo. And... Wong, are we doing bosses? Are we doing mini bosses tomorrow?
A steadfast disciple.
Yeah, okay. Well then, I don't think we're doing that. So yeah, I'll probably start the server up tomorrow evening. Oh. Uh-oh. Can't take any of that. Yeah, it's just not... I'm sure we'll get a patch that'll change that. I think that's like my biggest request in a patch right now is just tuning the difficulty a little bit better. Forgot this is early. Right.
This is it. The entrance to the passage is right here.
This is early Bethesda, so there's fucking nothing in chests mainly.
If
What do you say?
Captain Marius is waiting, I'm going to head back and...
Sounds good, brother. Yeah, expert's just not enjoyable right now. I found the tunnel entrance in Kvatch. Oh, hold on, let me. We're reading this. I forgot we're reading this. Oh. Okay, the battle for Castle Kvatch. I found the tunnel entrance in Kvatch. I need to follow it to the gatehouse so I can raise the gates and let the guards into the castle courtyards. Destructionless mage run, and I'm still confused. I thought willpower restored magic on a percentage base, but I swear it slowed down because I increased my max magica. Your regeneration is based off of your willpower and your max magica. Oh! Yeah, that's an Unreal Tournament. That's an Unreal Engine 5 thing. Vapor for Blood. Those guys used to die really quick. It shouldn't, no. Correct, yeah. Pat, correct. Yeah, these guys used to die really fast, and it was a guaranteed way to get Imperial armor.
Let's get this over. Am I supposed to be impressed?
I mean, I use glitches and exploits. Just depends on the situation more than anything. Like, you know, it's kind of like, that's also like, you know, I'm a Dark Souls player, and Dark Souls is, so much of it is like, yeah, just stand at a place where the dragon can't initiate its mechanics and kill it. Did all of them make it out? Damn, all three of them made it. Usually these guys, one of these guys gets killed. And the game, like, rewards you. Like, here, have this Legion armor.
Charge the courtyard. Leave none of them standing.
Would appear we have.
Charge the courtyard.
Just kind of see what happens. Oh man, look at these. The internet's in a tizzy about these right now.
That the best you can do? This ends here. What's the matter? Getting tired.
They're all so healthy. Yeah, I think if I remember right, you had to like come in here then go back out. Stabbo, I think, because this part, like, they got all fucky with you. There it is.
Charge the courtyard. Leave.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't remember how to start. There's a way to fix this bug. And I can't remember what it is. Because I've encountered it before. Yeah, okay, that was it. I was like, I know I've dealt with that before. I definitely have. There was an update today? The update, unknown, the update that came out is the one that just broke my fucking computer. Oh! Where? Would appear my weapon is broken. Oh, lovely. Oh. Your boy just got himself some of his favorite armor in the game. I'm going to be, as they say, overburdened. But we're going to fix that by... Oh, man, I'm cool now. Now I'm a cool boy. I'm a cool boy in the cool house. Okay, let's just go ahead and... I mean, fortunately, which is all just straight money, we're gonna have to drop a lot of this. Boom, 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 boom. This Gauntlets of the Horker sounds like aggressive, just very aggressive. You think about it, right? Drop that. Steel bow is unnecessarily heavy too. I'm not really using a bow though, and it's pretty much right. Fuck the dagger. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. I mean, like, I need to. These arrows are super heavy too. Yeah, well, there's your problem right there, dude. The fucking Dremora field arrow. They look really cool though. Look at this, dude. Look how cool we are now. Dude, we're just a man about town. The real question is, do we keep the helmet on? You know, like, we are a battle mage. 37 to I mean, it's only 2 AR. I mean, we kind of go with this, right? I feel like yeah. Yes, absolutely. We can pick some stuff back up. Worth 85. Of course, we're encumbered. Let's pick all this up again really quick. Nope, not touching that. Let's drop. That's a good way to look at it. That'll do for now. We'll shift more stuff around it as we sifty through it. I'm a kind god. Remember when I first sat down in a chair when the game first came out, and I was like, how do I get up? I can't get up. How do I get the fuck back up? Imagine if I sat here and read all 42 pages of this out loud to everyone.
Our modest expands. Praise fills you with determination.
Smelly White Chair, thank you for both subbing and following. That's right, guys. If you are watching on Twitch, do make the switch to Twitch. Shit. If you're watching on YouTube, make the switch to Twitch. It does help me out quite a bit. And if you have a Prime sub you've not yet used, please use it on me. Were it so easy. Wish we could start our own little library. Not a single skill up from all those. That's just a bunch of poppycock. What kind of Elder Scrolls game is this? Looks beautiful. Looks absolutely beautiful, you know? Yeah, right? You'd think that they would be like, I can't believe you just looted our friend. Nah, it's fine. This lived-in armor pre-nipple stains. No. I mean, I don't want more of them to die. Twitch channel is the same name.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Here, let me link you guys to the Twitch channel.
Show me what you've got.
Guys, we have gotten so many new subscribers to the channel. That last video I put up yesterday, it's almost got 200 fucking K views. Let's see. 172 right now. It might actually be higher. 192. So guys, thank you so much for coming on over, hanging out, having a good time. I'm gonna make a really bad decision and try to do this. Okay, it worked. What a douche Olympic weightlifter. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Making sure you use that switch to Twitch. You can also find... Oh, don't do this to me. Thank you. I do not use duplication glitches. There's also that link to Fanatical if you haven't picked the game up and you want to get 17% off of it. I get like a 4% commission, so that does help me, but... Yeah, that video really popped off. So the video I'd like to do at the end of this stream, that will give you a Steam key, yeah.
Praise fills you with determination. An earnest
I think it has to do with my encoder. Something's causing my encoder to overload. And I'm not a big fucking fan of it.
Another loyal devotee.
Okay, let's drop those, equip these. They look cool. How do you unglitch this part of the game? Oh, just keep going through the game and it'll click through for you. Thanks for watching, my man.
Loyal devotee.
Yes. Can see where all my weight problems reside. It's in all these alchemy things that I need to use. Huh? I never really end up using any of these fucking scrolls. I'm going to just sell them. So what I want to do today is record a video about the Mage Guild. Does everyone know how the Mage Guild works in Oblivion? Okay, I'm going to express to you how it works, then you can tell me if you want me to add or change things to the video. So in Oblivion, there are... Oof. God, dude. I will use some of the hammers then. Remember what I did was I bound a hammer to a key, and I should do that. There we go. I think there's 6 towns. There's 6 guilds, but they correspond to each one of them except for, I want to say it's Coral. Coral doesn't have an actual magic school affiliation. So there's a guild in all those towns, and each one of those towns is affiliated with a specific school of magic. And you go do stuff there, and to get promoted through the guild ranks, you have to earn the trust of every single one of those guild houses in each one of those towns, and then you get promoted to the guild, to the Arcane University. You go through the Arcane University, and you become an Archmage, and you get the Archmage's quarters, which is really cool. But Coral's Conjuration, which is the one that doesn't have it? Is it Balmora? Not Balmora, fuck. There's one city that has a guild, but it's not associated with a school, and I can't remember which one it is. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I knew it. I knew it would encumber me. Let's see some of this. This will help me out. Actually, will it? The problem is, like, some of these fucking things are... Okay, so that probably will. It's Bruma. I know it starts with a B. Yeah, you can join all of them if you want. Chili con Karma. Filters, restore health. Oh, dude, we're right there? Okay, let me do this then. Okay, let's do Store Magica. Nope. We're under 25, so we kind of have to just stack two the same things. I don't think that this will work. Yeah. We have to wait. I forgot about this. The alembic, the retort, and the calcinator. I should do we want an alchemy video? Oscar and travel actor and Oscar nominee Sean Bean. Absolutely, I do. Yeah, you can be the leader of every guild if you want. You can go through every single faction. No problem, man. Clearly, I am too. Just played this game a million times. What guide video do you guys want, or build video would you guys like to see next? I can do a ranger build. I can do more of a magic archer stealth build. What would make sense for you, bros? Chainmail helmet, which is all light armor. There's 133 of you bros watching right now. What would you rather see? Let me know in chat. A mage guild video or an alchemy video? I mean, I'll do both. I just want to see like what the interest is. It helps me kind of prioritize which one to do first. Fucking put the fucking thing down, dude. Yes would be the correct answer, Raven. You are correct there. I'm going to go for an illusionist assassin build. That's kind of what I was thinking. Love to see a warlock build. And what constraint? Like conjuration, destruction, and like blades or something? Light armor? Okay. You guys don't understand how alchemy works? I can teach you alchemy. I'm being shot. So what do you think would be a good name for that video? I can do, you know, the ultimate alchemy video guide, and Oblivion Remastered. But do I go kind of a little more, not clickbaity, but something that kind of creates more of a reaction, like the broken skill you're not using in Oblivion, like, and then put alchemy. Whenever, if I have a title like that, it's on the thumbnail, right? It's like alchemy guide. So at least like, oh, okay, like I get what's going on. I try to use the thumbnail and the title to work in conjunction with one another. Break Oblivion. That's so fucking funny. Big Alka hates him because of this guide. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. That's so good though. Do a trapper build, just like paralysis magic or something. Kind of. I mean, yeah, alchemy is super strong in this game. That's why it's like, I ain't telling no lie. So what I would like to do is, so, okay, this sucks. So if I want to look at what my carry weight is, I have to press search or F on keyboard to then see it up here. It's annoying. Quality of life, I'd like to just see that in my loot screen, like right down up here or over here, so I can know if I was about to go overweight. I hate it because all these, I found the body of Count Goldwyn. I should deliver his signet ring to Savli and Matthias. The Boombe Jabam. It sucks you can't wear any of these, like you don't have layers. That's one of the things that Morrowind had that people really enjoyed about Morrowind. You could layer up stuff. It would enable you to... Did I just fucking eat scamp skin? Hit. Alchemy is truly like one of the strongest skills in this game. It's like a burnt foot. So, you know, no, I don't play with mods, Jazza. Like that time, you know, you meet a nice woman out and about. She comes over and you're like, hey, make sure you wash your feet. And she's like, what? You're like, nothing. I said, I'm so glad to meet you. I said, I'm so glad we met, you know, sorry. It was past tense. He's got like a bucket by the front door. Like a microfiber towel. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and wash those little guys. Oh.
Where is the Count? Why is he not with you?
Why don't you calm down, man? You look like a rat. Lying face down in a pool of blood.
We were too late. If only we'd gotten here sooner. This is indeed a dark day for all of us left. But I thank you for risking your own life to help us.
Well, I mean, you kind of think about it, dude. You're sitting in a fucking room alone with a bunch of Daedra.
At least this is safe.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Hey, thank you for subbing up with Twitch, my dude. I appreciate it.
For the time when a new Count is crowned. Here, take
A
this.
steadfast
I
support.
have no use for it. I'm tired of fighting. It may serve you.
Oh,
well
damn it. You're going to
in
give me a
days to come.
fucking shield. Oh, isn't it shield and the armor? It's such a cool looking. Oops.
Good day.
It's such a cool looking piece of armor that you just can't use. I mean, I can't use it. It's really good too, which sucks. I could pop this bad boy on, but it's light armor, and that is the problem. It's a good way to make money. Alchemy. So let me illustrate a point, if I may. Bone meal is damage fatigue. Its worth is 5. Yeah, I can make damage fatigue potions, which are 7. That's a very, very like shitty example. But I'm just saying, like, you can make. Okay, Stinkhorn cap is value 3. Damage health potion is 6. So these are weak, terrible, low quality potions. But my point remains here that you can take these and make them into things that are good. Eat the bone meal. Want me to eat that bone meal? See, I just did it. Just did it for you, Gloop. I don't think I have anything to fortify strength. Let's restore strength. It's not fortify strength. Fuck. I could drop some of these Welkin stones. I don't remember where you can sell them. I thought there was a specific spot you could only sell Welkin stones. Eat the Daedra heart. We're unfortunately going to sell the Kavach Curios, which just sucks because, like I said, it's really good. To start off, I mean, it's good. I mean, like, it's not like an amazing thing. You'll be fine. Robe of the Glib Tongue, always nice. Those icons are huge. All right, so we are now going, back to, yeah. Return to the Wayman Priory. Let's go. I'm a big fan of like running on foot, but for the constraints of the stream, we have not been for little things here and there. This would be an example of we just want to get this quest done so we can go and sell. We'll go into this city and we'll talk about hopefully getting our alchemy up and being able to do that video or setting that up. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this.
Help! You must help! They're killing everyone at Waynon Priory.
Waynon?
I don't know. I think they're right behind me. Prior Mabarel is dead.
His tunnel looks like it's not part of him.
I was in the sheepfold when they attacked. Looked around the corner. Suddenly, weapon... I don't know.
Only the chosen will survive the cleansing.
Use a hand here.
The dawn is breaking.
Huh. That guy sus. You know, the Vortex, none of these things existed our first time
A
around.
little closer.
Paradise
Who are they?
Paradise
bless me.
awaits me.
I'm just warming up,
You had to go discover the place before you could,
You're back. Thank. They attacked without
My
warning.
skeleton.
I was praying in the chapel when I heard
the first time
Prior
around you had to go
Mabarel
discover it
shout.
before you could
I had
fast travel.
just time to arm myself. The amulet of kings. I fear that was the target of this attack. I kept it in a secret room in Waynon House. We need to go see if it is safe.
It better be for you. I fucking give it to you for a reason, man.
But I fear the worst.
Some free gold on this bitch. Yo, God, dude. Striders? What was the name of the Striders? Oh, Driders? What was the name of those fucking flying fleas that tuck you from place to place? You don't have to discover the towns. All of the towns are discovered for you. Prior Mabarel. Someone took your 36 gold and your ring. Who would have done that? In this time of times, we have thieves, brigands, blackguards, highwaymen, people who are on the highway, being men. Oh, in other news, I purchased the Hellsing Ultimate OVA collection, one of my favorite animes. Oh, that's right.
Our poor Prior Mabarel. He was dead when I came outside. Who could have done this?
Someone looted him too, man. It's fucking terrible.
Things go from bad to worse nowadays. Priests murdered on the chapel altar. Oh, what next?
Sniper, Cade, for sure, sniper.
It isn't widely known, but many brothers of the Order of Talos are also members of the Blades. Chapter houses of the Order, like Waynon Priory, provide safe houses for traveling Blades as well as our more public religious functions. Blades who are too old for the active service often join the Order as lay brothers. We are honored to have Grand Master Joffrey, or Brother Joffrey as he prefers, as a resident here.
You know, if that luck video, I told people, hey, luck doesn't have an effect on drops. It's in the game. It's in the game files.
They've taken it.
And people
The
are like,
amulet of kings
you're
is
wrong.
gone. The enemy has
I've
defeated
experienced
us at every
otherwise.
turn.
I'm like, I'm not doubting that you have, but I'm just telling you what
So it
the
is
game
not all
files
gone against us.
have like
Thank Talos
told
for that. We gained
people
Uriel's
who
heir and lost
mod
the amulet
and look
of
at those
kings.
things. They said, yeah, unfortunately,
Martin cannot
these are the
stay
things
here.
that luck is
We have
directly
driven them
attached
off,
to.
But they will be back once they learn
No,
of Martin's
It's
survival.
not right. I'm
which
like,
they
okay. Yeah, it's a death build, Maria.
Nowhere is truly safe against the power arrayed against us, but we must play for time, at least. Cloud Ruler Temple, I think. The hidden fortress of the Blades in the mountains near Bruma. A few men can
Nice
hold it
skills.
against an army.
No,
We
mountains.
should leave at once. Cloud Ruler Temple was built long ago by the founders of the Blades, back in the days of Raymond Cyrodiil. It is high in the mountains near Bruma, our ancient fortress, sanctuary, refuge of last resort. Martin will be as safe there as anywhere. We should get moving. I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Greetings.
Yeah, I like I said, I wasn't gonna. I gotta do a whole like test stream on it. You can hear me. You can hear me.
What's this about?
Don't act like you can't hear me, Mortis. Don't play coy with me, dude. Oh, I'm following the wrong brother. I'm like, doesn't he go under this overpass? That's where we get our horses. There we go. Oh. Yeah, the chat's nice, right? I was just looking at my phone.
As a blade, my place is at
Okay, where is the where is this again? Up there, right? Nope. It's in Bruma? It's in Bruma. Alright. Let us take the road north. Ignore that larger than life. That's for Baldur's Gate 3. Man, I remember doing this when I was a kid, like in high school. Got attacked by like some shit on the way over here.
Hello? Who's there?
Well, that's dealt with. Thanks for killing her. I've got no parry capacity anymore, so. No, not using Reshade. I use Reshade for a lot of games, though. Look at the tail on this thing. I thought you could attack on horseback. I guess I get the games confused too much. Doesn't look like it's getting drop frames on my end, man.
Watch the flank. Wrong move.
Oh, fuck, launched it. Yeah, man, World of Warcraft came out. Neverwinter Nights came out not long after. Medieval 2 came out. Like Total War Medieval 2 came out not long after. Medieval 2 came out either 06 or 07. I can't remember. I just remember it was my freshman year of college.
A steadfast supporter.
Until recently, a lot of people were still running XP arrows. Where'd they go? I mean, I could. You know, the last time I did this, I remember playing, getting done with the sewers, going down here really quick, but then just going to Bruma and unlocking the Cloud Ruler Temple, and fast traveling here after this point. Yeah, Empire was for sure 09, because I remember I was a junior. Spooked. Thank you for the $5.99 to the $4.99 donation. I have to fix that, dude. Remortis, when I synced this bullshit up with Streamlabs, it fucked up all of my notifications, so I have to go through and redo them all, except for Twitch, just my YouTube ones. But thank you for the $4.99 donation, dude, for the skooma, bro. I want to go off and explore, but I'm stuck. I'm shackled over here to Sean Bean's tyranny. Sean, where are you? Why are escort quests the worst quests in any RPG? It sounds like a stimulant mixed with like a hallucinogen, for sure. No, the notifications is because the game, my computer crashed like 3-4 times trying to boot up. I remember Two Worlds, dude. Oh my god, I haven't even thought of that game in forever. I actually, okay, to be fair, I really liked Two Worlds. It didn't get, god, dude, I'm looking at the pictures of it. It didn't get the acclaim this game got, but it was very good. It just had so much, like, look at that cover art. It's so jank. God, it was just such a good game. Gothic is a really good series. We're getting Gothic remastered soon. Should be happening this year. No, I brought it down. It was on expert to begin with. I'm sorry, we were on master to begin with. Remember this cave? Yeah. We were on master to begin with, and we brought it down to expert, and then we brought it further down to adept. The game's just too overtuned. It's the difficulties are not poorly tuned right now. It did have a really fucking unique magic system. Dude, I totally forgot about that game, Vapor. Do you think of how many good games you've played in your life that you just don't remember, right? Like, the ones that aren't part of, like, the social zeitgeist that is, like, the Elder Scrolls series or, like, World of Warcraft. Ones that are, like, unanimously agreed to be really good games. I played Vampire the Masquerade. Both Redemption and Bloodlines. Oh, there you are. Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, when it came out, was the largest game of its size, like hard drive size. It was just over a gigabyte. It was like a gig and a half, actually, I think. And that actually got its points removed. Like on a lot of reviews, people are saying like, when will we ever need a game that is this big? And it's like, lo and behold, right? Like you buy a game from an indie company, it's like a gig, 800 megs, something like that. Most mainstream games are anywhere from 15 to 50 gigs. It's so funny. It's so funny how like technology requirements and stuff like that change and skew over time, right? Like, when am I ever going to need more than... So a common machine now has 16 to 32 gigs of RAM, depending upon what you bought. I have 64, and that's a rare use case, right? I remember when I wanted to get StarCraft 2, and we couldn't buy StarCraft 2 because our computer did not have 16 megabytes of RAM. I was like, are you kidding me? We can't play fucking StarCraft? You know, another thing that you never used to have on computers, any kind of fucking RGB. Exactly. Most phones have have gigs of RAM. Catch up, Shawneth. It's weird to have been part of like a technological transition like that, right? Like, I wonder if people in like... My first hard drive was 5 megabytes, dude. I feel that. No, go away. I wonder if like people during like the Industrial Revolution felt that, right? Like there are very few times in history where you get what we have with... and even then, right? The Industrial Revolution isn't a transition from format. Analog into digital is this huge fucking technological leap. And to make the full transition as like a society when I'm born, right, into where I'm at now is crazy. Because you think about like anyone who's pretty much born any year after 2000, they're built into a digital world, like almost an entirely digital world. Even though you think of 2006, it was not so. So it's weird to like, man, a lot of people say like there's that meme, right, where it's like born too late to be a raiding Viking, born too early to be in a space fight, like a space fighter or something like that. And it's like, yeah, but you're also born like in a really weird, cool, unique time. Like you get to see the transition from an analog old world into a digital new world in a lot of different ways. It's kind of, I think right now is really weird and exciting in a kind of a semi-scary way, right? Because across the next 10 to 20 years, our planet is going to drastically change. And I think that stuff like, without going into like the politics of anything, I'm not trying to get to that route. I think a lot of the problems that we have in our society as it stems to technology and its effects on, say, the planet and our own lives is because of outdated infrastructure. Infrastructure for almost everything is super dated. When it comes to the electric grid, when it comes to technology, period, when it comes to like your computers, backing up those computers, the servers and databases that all this stuff runs on, it's all super archaic. and it's getting really bad, right? Like what we talk about, like pollution in oceans and rivers, in just typical nature pollution, but now we're getting digital pollution. And I think that's one of the things that they need to do like hardcore legislation against, because spam emails go into your inbox bloats up, your inbox has to house however many gigs. Those gigs need to go onto a server. That server needs power. So those bullshit spam emails that you get directly contribute to, like, quote unquote carbon emissions and whatever climate stuff you want to look at. Like it all contributes to it, because you need the power to run the servers that house all the data for all those shit emails about cock pills. Basically, gas station rhino pills and fucking sex bots are destroying the earth.
Blades, dark times are upon us.
Oblivion's great,
The
man.
Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos.
It's kind of overhyped 600 because it exists in the realm of like
Septim, true son of
of high, like okay. I'm gonna say this,
Your Highness, the blades
and I
are
know
at your
it's
command.
not. This is
You will
a
be
hot
safe
take,
here until you can
but
take
it's
up your
off of
throne.
your statement 600GX. Morrowind is not a good
You
game.
all expect me to be emperor. I'll
Like
do my best.
Oblivion is great because it's got nostalgia attached to it, but everything on it is very dated. It's got a rough combat system. It's very rudimentary. Oblivion or Morrowind's even worse. Daggerfall's even worse and worse.
Prove myself worthy of your loyalty
They're
and
fun
kindness.
games to exist in the context of like the history of RPGs and super impactful
Thank you,
RPGs.
Martin.
But
We'd all best get back to our duties, eh, Captain?
like
Not much of a speech, was it?
Oblivion Remastered, Skyrim Remastered doesn't stack up to a BG3. They're different style of RPGs, but it's like one or Expedition 33 is a really good example. Rodrigo, yeah,
Thank you.
Oblivion is great,
But everyone expects
but
me to
Expedition
say
33
what to do.
pushes the genres forward.
They want an emperor to tell them what to do, and I haven't the faintest idea.
See, T-Gaddy gets it. Morrowind is hard to play. Other than nostalgia, there's nothing. Yeah, people are like, I wanted to see a Morrowind remaster. I'm like, I don't. Varfandel is very boring. It's really cool because it's super unique and original the first time you see it. But after running through, Morrowind is huge, physically huge. After running through charnel volcanic wastes and weird swampy fungi forests for an hour, it's really boring. It's a really boring landscape. But I think Oblivion visually is the best of the three because Cyrodiil has snow-capped mountains, it has a swampy forest, it has lush forests, it has like a beach, like it has different environs. So I think it's visually easier to not get as bored there.
Of course, the amulet of kings. So I can take it to the temple of the One and light the dragon fires.
One of the biggest things for the time 600GX is
Oblivion invasion.
this was a time when AAA, like big A-list actors were starting to do starring roles or voicing roles in video games. So it was a really big, interesting moment of a combination of two separate forms of media coming together in a big way. Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean being on this game was massive. People didn't know who voiced in the Lord of the Rings games, who was actually voiced by someone, or if it was just like a fucking voice actor. Like,
The Emperor.
games started to get more and more
That's an idea that will take
acclaim
years to use to.
outside
In any
of
case,
the gaming
the
industry,
amulet first.
and that was a big point. And I think that's why these games have such a big significance. What, larger life? What do you mean? Yeah, that's what I was saying, right? Like Skyrim is visually very boring because it's a snow-capped mountain. It's a icy plain. It's an icy wasteland plain, like the craggy one. It's more ice. It's a lot of this. It's basically whites and blue grays, bunch of those. There's not a lot of green. There's not a lot of swamp. There's not a lot of visual diversity.
Something has changed to make these stable portals to Oblivion possible. Joffrey believes that the death of the Emperor.
Oh, you know that? Never mind.
All practitioners of Daedric magic are familiar with the almost impenetrable barrier between our world and Oblivion.
But what Brigid was saying, like that's huge. That was a huge thing for the time. The fact that Patrick Stewart, Sean Bean, and Terrence Stamp do voice work in this game is crazy. Yeah, it was massive.
Everything I know about Daedric magic says that such stable,
you know, larger life, I like Skyrim a lot. I think though I like a lot of Oblivion's mechanics over Skyrim. One problem that Elder Scrolls games have always had is each iteration loses more and more depth. Daggerfall has a lot of really complex systems. It has a really good vampire system. I harp on this a lot. Vampires from every game after Daggerfall get more and more boring. Morrowind had 3 separate vampire houses that had a quest chain attached to them, and each of the houses were corresponding to specific play styles. You basically had a stealth house, a magic house, and a combat house, more or less. And you would do a vampire war between the 3 houses with those quest lines, whichever one you wanted to join, you chose. Versus Daggerfall, you became the house of the vampire who infected you. Oblivion only has like 2 forms of vampires. You have the vampire and the Dark Brotherhood, which I think is actually the only way to get vampire. No. You can actually contract it. There's vampires in the. Is there? There are in Morrowind. There's vampires in the world that can infect you with your eyes turn white, like Batman white, completely white. Versus Oblivion, you look like you have cataracts. I wish they just given you like white glowing eyes. Okay, it does. I couldn't remember. It's down. It's down. You know what? Hold on. Let me do this.
I haven't always.
Okay, so let me exit this. So the wild vampires are down here, I think. I think they're by Leowyn. I can't remember 100%. They're in this area, I think. But Skyrim's vampire system is terrible, and Skyrim has a vampire DLC, and the vampire DLC is bad. It adds those stupid elder vampires that are dumb looking. It's not charming. It feels like such a tacked on system. I think Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be really not good. I honestly have no real hope for Elder Scrolls 6. I will keep an eye on it when more info comes, but honestly, Starfield has sort of killed any kind of real optimism towards any new BGS. What's BGS? Oh, Bethesda. Because there's lots of vampires mods for both. I mean, there are, but that's my point. Like, I don't like to use mods, so I guess for me it just kind of sucks. The dungeons and alien ruins in Shaden Hall and Gerald Mountains area. Okay, thank you, Briggy. I thought it was down over here. I mean, I don't think I'm missing out, Chunk. I've played Oblivion with a bunch of mods, and it breaks game balance for me. I don't really like it. They're usually just kind of clunky, and I hate navigating them, and it breaks your save. You could download one mod and it causes you to like go through 15 separate things to try to fix it. You stop the game for a little bit. I don't really like mods. It's the way I prefer to play. Yeah, I think we're all pretty much in agreement that 6 is going to not be good. I think KCD 2 has so much inspiration from Oblivion. I could see that. I played Oblivion a lot. I think of them all, I played Oblivion the most. I did buy Starfield and it was not good. Oh, that's right. We gotta talk to this motherfucker.
You have proven yourself a loyal servant of the
Yeah, I don't think anything is
as
wrong
worthy
with
as any
using
of the blades to
mods.
stand
I
by
just,
Martin's
it's
side
not the way I
in
like to
this.
play.
As the Grand Master of the Blades, I would be honored to accept. It is my honor to welcome you into our ranks as.
It's our first faction. Fuck.
May Talos guide you, my friend.
Yeah, it fucking gave me a fucking sword and now I can't do anything. Oblivion breaks itself all the time. That's such a good point. Let's drop that. I guess we can drop welcome stones. I don't know. Drop this. I'm trying to fucking make money. You sleepy puppy. Oh my god, dude. I'm over here risking the integrity of my computer to ban someone who comes over here to be a fucking clown, bringing politics into a video game stream, man. Like, do you not have a better fucking thing to do with your time? I don't care what your political stance is. Fuck off. Hey, on that note, though, you know, how about you make the switch to Twitch? Come on down. If you're on YouTube, make that switch. If you have a Prime sub, use it on me. Really? Fallout 3 is like is my least favorite Fallout. What's up, Kenra? How you doing, dude? If it was, I would rather see Fallout New Vegas. Although, you know, it's like if you think about it, right? Like, Fallout 3 does, like, as far as location, have a cool location, right? And a lot of really awesome visuals I'd love to see updated. It's kind of a cool little graphic. That'll do, pig. Oh my god, are we... Feather'll do. Holy crap. Kind of a cool effect. We need to just go to a town real quick. The amount of time I've spent in Bruma is uncomfortable. Because there's if I remember correctly, the city is connected through the top. Like a series of like gangplanks that go from like house to house.
It's you. Hi.
The fuck, man?
A new subscriber arrives. It fills
Hey,
you with
Chunk, thanks for summing up with Prime, man. Marty, how you doing, dude? Unfortunately, got fucked by the camera. The camera's not working right now. It might be the thing that was crashing the computer, too. Blacksmith's over here. But I spent so much time in my stealth archer robbing all these homes. Okay. Balin's house. Yep, see? I knew it was over here. It's kind of... I don't remember. Imperials or Stormcloaks? Dude. Skyrim's for the Nords, baby.
Fjotrid, you need armor or weapons? New. I offer the finest goods and lowest
Let's do a little
prices
bit
in
of
all-
this.
So-
Oh, do we want a video on this? Do you guys want to learn how to like boost this? I can do this right now real quick.
Be seeing you. Go ahead, please.
That sounded sarcastic. I'm not gonna lie to you. That sounded like you
Say
didn't want.
what you're going to say.
Okay, let's do this. Let me if you guys don't mind. He's got fucking nicer hair than me, that's for sure. Yeah, you could just bribe the fuck out of him and just cost gold. Eventually that doesn't matter, right? After even like the early game, you just simply buy your disposition, which is worth noting, right? So let's switch over to this. Please don't crash. Thank you. Okay. Let's press this. So before we even get into the actual bribing, I'm sorry, not the actual bribe. Fuck, I'm just restart that. Fuck my dick. So before we get into the actual mini game of doing, it's not, what the fuck is it called, man? It's not a bribe. Persuasion. There, Jesus, dude. Kind of I didn't sleep too well. My brain is all over the place. Why am I the way that I am? So before we get into the actual mini game of persuasion, like I said before in the intro, we have bribing. And you can just go ahead and go through this process and bribe someone and increase their disposition. Everything that you do persuasion-wise is going to be based off of this right here, which is your disposition. So we can press this button and we can see that that's going to drop by 1 every time we press this button, and sometimes more. And that's based off of stuff like your speech craft. It's going to determine the price and the impact here. I'll just do it again just to show you. So you can see how that went from 11 to 10 to 7 to 5. So you can simply bribe your way through this. And in the later portions of the game, when you have more money, when your speechcraft is higher, that is an easy thing to do. But now let's go through the persuasion mini game. So looking at what we've got right now, again, we have 62. That is our disposition. Now that 62 is going to act as basically a timer. It is going to slowly tick down as we do the persuasion mini game. So it's forcing us to go through that process quicker. Now, when I press start, it's going to start the game, but let me just talk about this really quick. We're going to have these 4 quadrants, right? Each one of these, and each one of them is going to correspond to a different way to persuade the person, joking them, coercing them, what have you. And the character is going to really like, dislike, and really dislike one of each of these. And what's going to happen is we want to choose the ones that they like and choose the ones they dislike with the corresponding bars. You'll see what I mean. So we'll go ahead and press start here. I'll just take my time. It's going to tick down. Who cares? So we can see we've got all these, right? We see all these, and it's not going to start. Well, it's going to start right away, but my point is these aren't going to shift until we click anything. So if I hover over admire, he doesn't like it. Joke, he hates admire. He dislikes joking. He likes coercion. He loves boasting. So the point here is to get these 2 small bars onto the things that he dislikes and he hates, and to get these 2 large bars, hopefully the largest, onto the thing he loves. And every time we click these, it's going to shift it counterclockwise. Or I'm sorry, clockwise. Clearly, I don't know how to tell a time on a clock. So if I click right now, boast, it is going to shift everything that direction, right? It's going to go clockwise. And boast is not going to get the most benefit, but I definitely don't want to joke right now. That's really going to hurt. But let me show you for the sake of this video. I'm going to press joke. You can see that's gone down from 61 to 42 now, right? We've lost 20 in the time. I'm going to press joke. That's a -9. He really didn't like that. But everything then shifted. So this big bar went down to coerce. So we can try to offset that. Hit this and hit this, because we got that big bar to go into both coerce and a boast. But now that big bar is an admire. So you can't just chase the big bar. You can see that the net here was really rough. We were at 61. Of course, I let that thing tick down, so it really didn't go too well for me. But the point of it is to get those bars into the things that the big bars into the things that he likes, and the little bars into the things he hates. Let me refresh this, and we'll try to show you this a little bit more natural. I think if I press start here, you can see now that we've done it one time, you can see that how these bars correspond, right? and it gives you a color representation. So let's go ahead and just try to go like, well, the joke is here and admires here. Both of those things aren't too great. So we want to try to get those big bars into these locations. Sometimes you need to sacrifice. You need to say like, okay, course, I know that's something that he really likes, but we can press this here to push the bars forward. Or maybe you just take, we know that he hates admiring, but he doesn't really like joking. So let's take this on the heel. Press this one forward. And now our small bars in admire, I'm going to press this and our big bars on boast. So the net gain there was positive at the end. Still though, right? It degraded down because I was explaining it. But let me reload all this and we'll go through it kind of a little bit more real time.
I'm with you completely.
What's up, Ren?
Enough talk.
Dude, he's all pissed at me now. He's like, fuck you, man.
Go on. Make it quick. Oh, well, isn't that sweet of you?
So reloading this, I've built his disposition back up to 59 using bribes, and I'll go through this as quick as I can while also trying to narrate what I'm choosing. Remember the big thing that we're trying to do here. We're trying to put the big bars on the things he likes, the little bars on the things that he hates. So we're gonna press start, and we can see here that joking, perfect. He doesn't like that. It's gonna puss. So joke here. Boast is in a good spot, so we're going to take advantage of it. So now we have to look here. I'm not going to use that. That's going to be rough. So we're going to take the not full bar of course, which I know he likes, and it's going to put a small bar on admire. Boom. So yeah, that hurts because if we end it on something he doesn't like, it overall hurts the persuasion. If you end a persuasion game on one of the two things he does like, it gives you a bigger boost in the end. But still, the result here is probably a net overall gain to what it could have been. So we started at 59, now we're at 74 by moving those bars correspondingly. Let's do it one more time just to kind of, convince ourselves it wasn't a fluke. So showing this again, we're going to press start, see what we can do. Okay, maybe not. Weird.
All right, I get it. For you, of course.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Please, go on.
Now, when I said we're going to do it again, I completely lied to you. So we're going to go persuade, and you can see you have reached the maximum disposition for this character. You are limited in the disposition that you can reach with a character based off of your speech and mercantile. Well, your speechcraft. So having a higher speechcraft is going to allow you to push this further. I mean, I could bribe him, but it's just going to cost me a lot and not get anything, right? So getting your speechcraft higher is going to allow you to push this further. We just did such a good job in that first foray that we aren't able to push this further. Usually that stopping point is like around like 70 or so, depending on, again, on where your speechcraft is, which I think shows in the screen. That or it's a behind the scenes thing and I can't remember. No, it's not in here. Or is it your personality that does it? I have to look it up now. Oblivion. Because you can get people up to like to 100. Oh yeah, my speechcraft is super, super low. I'm trying to see if what the breakpoints are though. I'm looking at the love space direction. Such as 4 sections, actions in strategy 1. Promise was for sure help. I'm going to talk about those too. I can't remember what the max, like, I thought there was a max per skill level. Like, okay, if your speechcraft gets beyond this point, when speechcraft skill reaches 70 or higher, NPCs will start saying you've got a silver tongue. That's not what I'm saying. I know fame plays into it. If endurance is retroactive. Yes, it is retroactive now, nickname, yes. So it used to be that you had to take endurance at certain points to maximize its gain. Now it will it'll get benefits throughout the entirety. It will retroactively apply to the character. It's personality. It's personality. There it goes. Yeah. So it used to be, Jetic, that your endurance, the amount of health that you got per endurance point was... Oh, God. I'm trying to think of a way to explain it. Okay, let me think of it. Let me tell you this in Baldur's Gate terms. Something that says, like, this now gives you 1 additional experience per level. In some games that have broken calculations, you want to get those things early because it doesn't apply to the previous levels. Endurance now applies across the spectrum in which you get it, not just simply the time that you increase it. So it used to be, if I didn't get endurance early, or was it later? Either way, you had to get endurance maxed out at a certain point to get the most health. Yeah, HP bonus used to only be applied at level up. Now it's retroactive. Thank you. Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, so now it works the entirety of the. Yeah, so leveling up later was the point. Yes, exactly. Because it was based off of a calculation that would end up just like hurting you. So when it comes to choosing your skills for this, I had said just a second ago that it's your speechcraft. It's your personality that dictates the max disposition that your character can have. So leveling this up increases that max disposition. I apologize for that. But it's worth noting too with speechcraft, just because we're on this subject matter, speechcraft has these additional benefits. Disposition decreases more slowly over time when trying to persuade a character. You can rotate once for free. Bribes cost much less, and disposition no longer decreases over time when trying to persuade a character. Disposition is also less impacted by the most disliked option. The most disliked option is a minus 150%. Now it's just 100% if you're at master. And speechcraft is one of the few skills that benefits from being fortified above 100. So it'll help you out even further if you so wish. But I wanted to give you this understanding of how speechcraft and personality both play into the persuasion minigame. Now there is another portion of this too that does play into it. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any charm. No, cold touch, frenzy. We don't want to use frenzy, but I can at least use it as an example. I guess I don't think I have charm. Turn undead, absorb health, cold touch, frenzy, flare. No, I don't think I have any kind of charm, period. No, okay, I'll just use frenzy as an example. Now, we've talked about persuasion, we've talked about bribing, but there's also ways you can influence that disposition using spells. Now, I don't have any charm spells in this character, but charm is a direct example of it. Imperials start with 2 ways to manipulate people to get the most out of both haggling and disposition right off the bat, because they have them as bound race traits. Frenzy here I'm using it just as an example because it does something that does influence the character behavior. But if you want, you can talk to a character with your weapon out and it will lower their disposition by 10. So you can use it to kind of superficially farm your speechcraft if you really want. But using charm is another way to increase that disposition, thus giving you better chances at increasing your buy and sell, right? Because then you're going to come up to this character who already likes me, go to bartering, go to haggle, and his disposition is really good. My mercantile's not awesome, but this probably means I'm try and get spicy with this. We'll see if he takes it. Or I'll just press like this.
I can't make that deal.
Unfortunately not. In that lower disposition a little bit. Try and go right in the middle.
That's just not reasonable.
Okay, come on, dude. It's reasonable. You're not being reasonable right now. You see, you just can't haggle with the Nords. There we go. So that disposition, of course, in conjunction with my mercantile skill, is going to allow me to get better prices for my haggle, my better buying or better selling, whatever it is. And that's how we would manipulate things using the persuasion minigame. Well, that's that video. That one's done. I'm for sure going to get that comment. Do we sell these Welkin stones? I think they're just, I know Varla stones act as, I think they're common soul gems. I can't remember. And they're soul gems in that you cannot replenish them, but you can just kind of use them once, which is kind of nice. Akaviri katana is better than a steel longsword? Yes, it is. Tall and attractive with their long, lanky, beautiful hair. That's something that I haven't had in years. Replenish magicka? I don't know why I thought it was health. Well, do we sell them or not? We're gonna get plenty more, I guess. I mean, because right now it's 9 stones. Yeah, Varla work as soul gems as far as like replenishing shit. Let's just get rid of them. 261 gold, I'll take it. And I think, yeah, we sell these. I think we sell the Kavach Curious, unfortunately, you know, like as much as I love it, we also got it at a very low level. So if you don't know, items in the game scale based off of your level. Every 5 levels, you jump into a new tier, which changes the scaling of the item. That tier stops at, I've heard it stops at 21, and I've heard it stops at 30. I always thought it was 30. Can anyone corroborate that? This is something I would put in a chest and never use, because I have that like that RPG hoarder mentality of like, well, but it's so cool. Can't confirm or deny. Okay, we'll say 21 then. We sell that, yeah? We sell it? Yes, maybe so. Strike. I don't think there's anything else here that we need. Silver. Starting to get some silver items going on here? Hell yeah. 10, 15, 20. Okay, I thought it was 5, 15, 20. Strategy guide that says 20, but it's ancient. That strategy guide is great though. It's great though, Briggy. I have that same strategy guide. Selling the curious. There's no trick of the trade that I have not learned in the years, right? That I should keep that for any reason. Yeah, get that money, right? Yes, 100% Jeddick. So that's why, like, any other thing, well, Knights of the Nine has an armor rack you can put stuff on that will replenish it. It'll reset its level. But any of the Daedric artifacts, you should wait. Like Spell Shield, we're gonna get.
Thank you.
We would want to wait for that.
Good day.
This cutlass is like one of my favorite weapons too. Oops, he doesn't like that. Ken, how are you, dude? You know, I was walking Roman,
I'm listening.
and I was thinking about you. Oh, great! I've never heard that. The Mage Guild. Oh, this is the one that doesn't have a mage. Where's the? Can someone tell me where Conjuration is? Coral, right? Or is it Chaden Hall? Mage Guild. Anvil is Restoration. Bravel. Okay. For the love of God, is it Bravil or Bravel? Bruma, Chaden Hall, Coral, Leowin, and Skingrad. Bruma's has no specialty. Are you guys Bravel like Brazzers or Bravil? Is it Bravil or Bravel? Conjuration is Coral. Coral. Good. That little stumpy dude. Please don't crash. Thank you.
What?
I don't know, dude. You look like you were gonna fucking tell me something. Don't fuck what me. What the fuck? Dude, I love all this. It's pronounced Braville. Thanks, Chris. I say Brayville. Brazzers. Braville. Brayville. People get really frustrated if you don't pronounce things properly. Let me tell you guys.
Hello.
Oh man, remember this statue?
I
Hi.
understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
It seems.
So this game, another big thing for the time is that this game, I can't remember the name of its technology now. Braville. I can't remember the name of the technology now, but it was a technology that enabled all the NPCs to basically have a list of things that they like to do, interests. They'll go and paint. They will go and do certain things. They will actually steal from one another. And in early versions of the game, before it released out, it was super active. Like merchants were killing each other and stuff like that, because it was too lifelike, not lifelike, but it would take on a line of its own. And it was toned down for launch, but it was a big technology push that encouraged NPCs in video games to have scripting personalities that enabled them to do certain things that actually made the game world feel alive. Because Radiant AI, thank you, Chris. So for as hollow as Oblivion feels now, by comparison to a lot of the stuff that we encounter, this was one of the more vibrant worlds in the early aughts of gaming. Games didn't typically have this level of interaction, especially not like this, right? Like, yeah, I did Lochlane. So it was a really big thing, and it set the bar for NPC interaction in RPGs to come. And what's like the best example of that, right, is like BG3 now, and how that really kind of unfolds. You run through Rivington or Lower Baldur's City, Baldur's Gate, Baldur City, and you hear the interactions between NPCs, and you start to see NPCs interact with each other in a way that's not just simply scripted conversation. If you were to sit into go into one of these houses and go invisible and just sit there, the character will do certain things, and it's because it's made the choice as far as like it's case random decisions, right? Case 0 is this, 1 is this, 2 is this, 3 is this. Like my character's this NPC's personality likes to paint, likes to read. I will go and do these things. This NPC's personality is dubious and likes to steal. I will go do these things. It definitely was. Mage skills right here, right? Okay. That's a cool picture.
What?
Oof.
Lots of dogs in this town. Lots of sheep too. Of course, I prefer the taste of sheep.
Good to know. Goodbye.
Take care.
Dude, that's so funny. Good to know. Yo, chill with the fucking slurs. Orc piece of shit. Fuck. This is great. See, I wish I could hide the UI. You got in the fucking shot too, asshole. Thanks. Stop, dude. You need a fucking hobby. Walk around taking pictures of landmarks. Thank God for Photoshop and generative, whatever the fuck, to remove all that crap.
What is it?
That's kind of cool right there.
Walking his dogs today and yesterday, and
I've never been a huge dog lover myself.
Or liquor.
But some people really love them.
I heard that someone saw the ghost of Lord Vlindrel again along the road to Bruma. I think I'll avoid that road at night for a while.
It can't be.
Yes.
Zach just start doing something else or re-roll. It's a big part of the game.
But when I saw him in Shadenhall, he walked right past me.
So what I want to do is I want to talk about why you should join a mage guild for this video I'd like to put out today. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I don't remember that.
And I'm sure I saw Renald Germain. He acted
Yeah, just restart, Zach. You'll be good. You'll get back to level 1. You'll get back to level 18 faster because you'll be playing build that you'll like, and you'll blitz right through it.
Prophet ranting about the end of the world.
No!
Sure.
Bye.
Good day.
Cordial greeting. No. So I think the guild is open right now. Oh, the fighters guild's back here too. So what I want to do is make a video right now about Talos. No, you'll get there way faster. Debilla. Bednar? No, they just give you a staff. That's it. You build one, and that's it. You build your own staff or something. You can enchant it in certain ways. So, what I want to do is talk about the Mage Guild real quick. I'm going to open it up with the conversation about like, hey, here's where you've got what is it? 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 Mage Guilds in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In order to go to the Mage Academy, the university, you have to go and do a quest at each one of those guilds. And then you'll get to go to the university, and the university is where you can craft spells. I'm pretty sure you cannot craft spells until you get there, right? Give you the certain privileges through the Citadel. The most obvious is belong to a guild. Join the guild increases disposition. Yeah, that's where you can yeah, I thought so. Frostspire as well, but Frostspire is part of like the FLC, that free thing they gave the game, or DLC they gave the game. Yeah, oh man, I forgot that they added those in. Yeah, it was a DLC, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I wonder how much of the unofficial Oblivion patch made it into this remaster, by the way. Not enough. Okay, so what would you guys want to see? Well, in a Mage Guild video, I think we actually will. Maybe I won't do the Mage Guild video right now. I'll do the alchemy video, so you guys can understand how alchemy works in the game. Let me save this here, though. That might be a... Oh, there. That's outlasted 9 PCs. Hell yeah, Grumpy. This is what we need. Is this, this, and this. We need all of these. I could steal them. That Murder the Mansion is my fucking favorite quest. I mean, you're not wrong, but a lot of people don't know a lot about it. Dylan, I think it does. I don't know, though. There we go.
Hello there. I am Alberic Litter of the Mages Guild. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. You'll want to talk to Tikius if you're... Good day.
Hi there.
Hello. Greetings, citizen. Is there something I can do for you? Are you perhaps interested in joining the Mages Guild? Well then, it's no small matter. Membership in the guild is quite an honor, but also a responsibility. Do you wish to join the guild? Very well. You are now an associate of the Mages Guild. The full guild hall is now available for your use. You'll need a recommendation from each local guild hall in order to advance further. Until then, the Arcane University will be closed to you. Welcome to the guild, and good luck to you.
You know, I shit on the Argonians. These are actually pretty cool looking. They did a good job with them.
Good day.
What's going on with you? I saw a mud crab a couple of days ago. Ugly little...
What is it, Asus? I'm afraid I can't just write one out of hand. That would be against protocols, you see.
You see.
If perhaps you can clear up a small matter involving...
It's a gambling debt.
You can prove your loyalty to the guild and earn my recommendation. Yes, it's quite odd. Renaud, who I've bumped into several times in Coral. Also, he seems so very odd.
The only guy who can race is the orcs.
We're all better off now that
I do love,
has been banned from the guild.
I made a Khajiit on ESO.
She and I have an unpleasant history. She does not care for guild regulations and errantly believes I am misusing my
Dude, the way that
powers.
it got like dark when he was like,
she is in town, though she had determined what she's at. The Arcane University is the seat of the Mages Guild in Cyrodiil. located in the
Ron
Imperial
Perlman as
City.
Vincent. How dare you, dude?
It's good that you've joined one of our local organizations.
Well,
Make haste.
All right.
I wish to be rid of Erana as soon as...
Excuse me. Mine.
Yes, yes, yes. Cool, cool, cool.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Oh, oops. Better off fucking stealing it, but okay. So let me. So you need the calcinator, the retort. Isn't there another one? I mean, it's all, they're alphabetical and they all say novice. Oh, and the alembic, Let me go through that.
Be seeing you.
So,
Morning.
I was in Shadenall last week, and I'm
chill,
sure I
dude,
saw
chill.
Reynolds.
We all care. We don't care what you're doing in Shadenall. No, it does not at all. Gray matter. You can join all the guilds and do all the factions. Brewberry, you can look it up. I generally don't like to spoil stuff for people. Although I don't remember if they added a bunch of different alchemy level stuff. It appears in the game too, based off your level, from what I remember. I didn't interact with alchemy in almost any part of this, but this guy's stock replenishes every 3 days, right? Isn't that what it was? His alchemy mats? Oh, that's right. Marcus, you're right. You're right. Because now I'm in the guild. 100%. Okay. Yeah. That's what we're going to talk about. I forgot about. So when you join the guild, everything in the guild house is up for grabs. I can look at any one of these. I can take any one of these. Totally forgot about that. Like I can go and take these soul gems. I can open this up and take it. It's not going to cause any problems. No one gets mad at you. Which is different in, I think Skyrim, they do get mad at you. This one is rare. That says locked. But it's every 3 days that they replenish their stock, right? Yes, maybe so. I'm about to say it in a video. I want to make sure I have that right. Conjure dungeons. Not sure if it has changed though. Yeah, I don't remember either, Ken. Big problem I'm having is that a lot of my knowledge of the game is getting conflicted with Skyrim. You need to speak to Arana, find out why she is in Coral. For the birth, there was Coral at Reynard. I love doing like the whole entire city's quests. If you're in the building. Yeah, but I mean, it's 3 days though, right? While out of the building. Okay, I see. Okay. So, what I'm going to talk about in this video for alchemy is first I'm going to show off, you know, you press this button and you've got the different, so your mortar and pestle, use the mortar and pestle to combine 2 or more ingredients to create a potion. The retort increases the magnitude and duration of all positive effects. Alembic decreases the magnitude and duration of negative effects, side effects, and the calcinator increases the magnitude and duration of all effects, both positive and negative. Did you get your free mage tower near Bruma yet? I did not go and grab it yet, Ren. Because when you did the DLC, it told you where those locations were. In this, you have to, it looks like you've got to go find them, which, I don't know, I kind of like that. I kind of like that process. But we're going to go to our mage tower for sure, Ren. But yeah, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about combining these things, how you get the different effects as you hit the different levels, which is actually nice because I'll be able to do this in the middle of the stream. Consuming ingredients also will give you it should give you alchemy experience as well, right? Is that in this game or is that only in fucking another one? Making potions gives alchemy experience. Okay. So here's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the alchemy skill. I'm then going to show like a quick tutorial on how the mortar and pestle works and talk about adding these together into things. But first I'll show off like, hey, here's how it works. We're going to combine two things with the same ingredient to get an item. Lavender and meats equals restore health for sure. Only to level 25 if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think that Marcus, I think that was it. I was like, I know you can eat things to increase skill, but I think I know there's a cutoff, and I think you're correct. Fringe, absolutely, man. Happy to help you out, my dude. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make the switch to Twitch if you can. If you got a Prime sub you've not yet used this month, use it on me. We're coming up to the very end of the month, and I don't think I'm going to be hitting my sub goal, but we had a lot of really big growth this month, so thank you so much for tuning in, for having fun, enjoying stuff with me. I'm just kind of making some videos here today, going through the process of dealing with a crashing computer. So, okay, we're going to go through the skill. I'm going to show how to make potions real quick. Then we're going to talk about the different alchemy things to add in here, right? Tools, alchemy tools. And then we'll talk about how you can make money with alchemy by taking a look at the cost of ingredients and what the return is for buying said ingredients and then selling. And we'll talk about resetting that stock every 72 hours. Is there anything else I should talk about? Dude, Wizard of Book, I totally forgot about that. Thank you. Hey, I even remembered to resub. If I can do it, so can you. Thank you, Ken. Rowan appreciates it. Do you want Alembic while making poisons for use? Basic potion. I don't want to go through recipes because it's kind of the fun of discovering things, Ken. I try to not tell people exactly how to play, but just kind of like show, right? An
earnest disciple.
Let me get you here. Improve skills naturally. They're called apparatus. That's the name of it. The purpose of the Alembic is to decrease the magnitude and duration of negative side effects in potions, not in poisons. However, there are some quirks that how Alembics actually work. An Alembic is supposed to decrease both the magnitude and duration of negative effects by 20%, up to 200, depending on the type of equipment. In reality, a novice Alembic may increase the magnitude and duration of negative side effects by as much as 15%. Apprentice and higher quality Alembics will always decrease negative side effects, but the magnitude and duration are never decreased below 1. An expert quality is sufficient to ensure that all negative side effects always have the magnitude and duration of 1. Upgrading to a master Alembic causes no further improvement. Interesting. So expert and master are the same. Alembics will typically increase both the magnitude and duration of poisons, even though they're not supposed to. This effect is not dependent upon the quality of the Alembic. Huh. That's fucking crazy. I don't know if that's been fixed though. So yeah, you just find them at better levels. Conjurer Dungeons and Necromancer Dungeons is the best places to find them, it says. That's so fucking... I wonder if they fixed that, though. For the Alembic, at least. typically increases both the magnitude and duration. If a calciner is used in combination with a retort, the calciner will typically increase the magnitude of positive effects by 14%, 140. Increase the magnitude and duration, increase the magnitude and duration. Modern pistol is the basic apparatus, therefore it improves the quality of your modern pistol, increases the prices of potions, and causes a small increase in the magnitude and duration. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll go through that then. That's kind of Wonkapotamus Rex. And then crash the desktop. Okay. Well, let's do a little recording. Let's do a little recording. Well, I got to make the intros later, but I mean, I would too, Ken. Vapor 100%. That's kind of how I approach it too. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Loading into the game, let's talk first, obviously, about the skill alchemy. And it's pretty straightforward. Novice here, I'm at 24, which is perfect. We'll get to 25 in this video. So you recognize only the first property of ingredients. Ingredients can have up to 4 properties. You recognize the first 2 properties of ingredients, and you have a chance to craft an additional potion, which is awesome. Journeyman, you recognize the first 3 and can handle more simultaneous potion effects, meaning, so for example, you can create a potion that has like a fortify strength and a fortify endurance, or it heals you and it restores magic. I'm just rambling random effects, but you can start to stack more effects into things. Expert, you recognize all 4 properties of ingredients and always craft an additional potion, which is awesome. And then lastly, you can make potions from a single ingredient and can handle even more simultaneous potion effects. So obviously Master Alchemy is really good, and getting alchemy leveled up is pretty easy. You can just simply get a whole bunch of ingredients through your journey, going through a dungeon, whatever, then just sit there and craft a whole ton of them. It'll go up in large chunks. So that's the skill on a high level. Let's now go into the inventory and talk about actually crafting them, and then go into how we can use an apparatus to make those potions we've made better. So, going over to my inventory, the first thing we're going to look at is this Novice Mortar and Pestle. This is the first of the apparatus, and it is, or apparati, it is the only required one, and the game even tells us this. So when we take a look at this menu, we can look at all of our ingredients over here on the left, and we can socket in 1, 2, 3, 4 different ingredients. Now we can apply filters to these. Unfortunately, these filters don't work in the sense of being able to like, hey, let me press restore agility. Well, okay, now this shows me the ingredients that will do restore agility, rather than saying, hey, this is going to give you a parenthetical notation that shows you. Unfortunately, there's nothing like that, but we can filter between positive and negative effects here. So if I want to do like damage health, I can do those things, and positive effects, of course, right? So if I press restore health, must contain all selected filters. So if I press multiple here, I've got 4, so we can just, you can see how this kind of works. But this is how I really kind of see, okay, I've got enough to make a restore fatigue potion because I've got those ingredients. So we've clicked that filter to show that, right? Just to kind of click here and show. So let's go ahead and do this. Since both of these share right here the same exact effect, we can make a potion from them. It's not until master where we don't have to worry about that, right? So let's go ahead and click this, and you can see I can't craft the potion. I need to select another one that has it. And now I can create this. So what you need to see, though, before we even press this button, are some values that we can see from this. One is right here. This is the magnitude. So this magnitude of restore fatigue on self is 5 points. This is the duration. So it's going to last for 19 seconds. When we talk about the apparatus in a little bit, they'll fill these individual spots. That's how we would increase those values. And also your skill, and there's plenty of other things, but still those are the chief things. But then we have the weight of the item created and the value of the item created. That's important because that's how we're going to also make money off of these. And you can change the name of these for whatever reason if you want. It just shows you what the generic name is in gray right there. But once we've done this, we simply press create. There we go. Press it twice. And I think that just leveled us up to 25. Let's take a look. Oh, of course it didn't. I was like, oh, I'm at 24. Perfect. I'm gonna make it 25 for the video. And lo and behold, I don't do it. So that is the basics of how to craft a potion. It's very straightforward. It can be a little funky because if you don't know that you have to have 2 of the same effects, you might be looking, well, what's the problem here? I've got 7 flax seeds. You have to, you can't just say I've got 7 flax seeds and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. You have to be able to put them into these slots and make the amount of items that you can. See, like I can't click this because I need more things that say restore magicka. So it's kind of a convoluted system if you don't understand it. And when I have enough skill, I can stack these 2 together and make multiple effects into one potion, right? So let's go ahead and click. I don't think I have anything here that'll allow me to do. I think I only have enough for just that one potion. What a great video this is. But again, that's how you go about that system. Let's now talk about our different tools and how we can leverage increased effects. I should probably. So we're still in this screen. You're going to see this little potion bottle at the top. You're going to click it. I don't know what the button is on console, unfortunately. There's probably just tells you what to do at the bottom of the screen or at the top. But this is where we see our different tools. We have a novice mortar and pestle, which we're going to be using. We have a novice retort, which increases the magnitude and duration of all positive effects. A positive effect would be restore strength, fortify intelligence, restore magicka, restore health. Those are positive effects. A novice alembic. The alembic decreases the magnitude and duration of negative side effects. Negative side effects being the key term here. It's why it's emboldened. That does not apply to poisons, even though it actually does. It's not supposed to. So I don't know if it's been fixed in the remaster or not. But the game files were bugged and that it wasn't supposed to help poisons, but it did. Assume that it's still not that it still doesn't help out with poisons and don't use it for poisons. So basically your alembic here helps out with reducing negative side effects that can sometimes be applied to a positive potion, and a retort improves the effects of positive potions, or at least improves those positive effects of your potions. Then the calcinator increases both the magnitude and duration of both your positive side effects, your positive effects and your negative side effects. I know that's really confusing, but some potions, like I said, will have positive effects with a negative side effect. So for example, here it'll say fortify strength, but drain health for X amount of time. You would use your alembic to reduce that drain health, your retort to increase that fortify strength, and the calcinator to increase the strength and reduce the health. That's what the breakdown is. How do you get these? Well, the easiest way to get them is to simply join the Mage Guild, because any guild you join, you have access to everything in the actual guild hall. So for example, here I'm in the Coral Mage Guild. So here is an alembic. You just take that. Here's a pestle if you don't have one. Here's a calcinator and a retort. So now we have all the apparatus. Now these individual items, coming back into here, you can see it now fills this whole entire screen. So these individual items can level over time. Novice, apprentice, journeyman, expert, and then master. You get them as your character levels through the game. So at level 1, 5, 9, 13, and 7, you can find novice, apprentice, journeyman, expert, and master in dungeons. So in order to get master versions of all of these, you go to conjurer and necromancer dungeons and you can find them. If you don't know what that means, you're brand new to the game, just don't worry. Play the game, you'll level it up, you'll be just fine. So once you go through that process of leveling, you'll find them natively throughout the game and you'll be able to add them and get better effects. The leveled up tools means that the benefit of them is increased. So for example here, when we take a look at like the mortar and pestle, it will increase the effect of our potions from 2.5 for novice equipment all the way up to 25 for master. So master gets really, really, really good. So at level 17, when you find your master equipment in a dungeon or higher, you can actually find a master tools in the Arcane University, but it's hard to get there. We'll talk about that in its own video. But those are some ways that you can increase a lot of the magnitude of these things, and just simply increasing your mortar and pestle and never using any of the other items. Getting the other items further increases positive effects, further decreases negative side effects, and then overall increases them depending upon which one of these apparatus you're using. So those are all the tools that you can use. Let's now talk a little bit about how you can make money with everything. Yeah, I said 17, right, Barry?
Good, yes.
So we're still at the Mage Guild, and we have Galmo here, and we're going to go to barter. And you can go through the persuasion thing, and you can reduce and increase everything, haggle with them, all that kind of fun action. You definitely should. But what you want to take a look at here, we're going to sort this by, oh my lord. We're going to sort that, here we go. We're going to sort this by the cost. And it is also worth noting, before we even buy anything, scour this place. Like, look everywhere. There's probably, okay, well, there's those things right there. There's those things right there. In this place, there's not a lot. I'm just talking off the cusp right here, but go through everything in the guild halls. Remember, you can loot this entire place and be totally fine. There's generally, could you two stop?
Go ahead.
There's generally items that you can find as ingredients just laying around. So that's free money for you. That's free real estate. So what you can do now is take a look at this. So these don't need to be beneficial for you. So we can make, let's see, restore fatigue. So this is going to cost us, a radish is 2 gold and a potato is 2 gold. That's 4 gold to make a restore fatigue potion. A restore fatigue potion. So that's 4 gold to make that, right? So let's just take that one single example. We'll go back into our inventory. We'll go over here to our mortar and pestle. We'll put the potato and the radish into here. This shows it's going to give us 11 gold. Now that is a net gain, right? It's not a huge one. I'm using this as a singular example on a very small scale. But the point of this is you would go ahead, make this potion, come back to him. Ideally, you would have gone through the process of haggling, and we can go back over to my alchemy. Find my potato potion, and restore fatigue. So that is going to sell here for 6. Now, yes, I understand the gain on that is only 2, right? You would want to haggle. The point of it is you buy a ton of these, and at the very, very, very beginning of the game, it's not a whole lot of money, but it adds up very quick. On top of it, it's going to level the skill up disgustingly fast. So it is a bit of an abusive thing. Only go through it if you really want that min-maxy power experience. Personally, I don't play like that. I would go and find the materials and make them because I enjoy that experience. But my point is, though, you make money in this by buying all these really low, like 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. When it starts to get to double digits, you know, you're like, maybe I don't want to buy that. Like, especially a lot of this stuff. But you can buy all these up, make potions out of all of them, and then sell them back to the vendor. And then you wait 72 hours somewhere else. You can't be in the same building as the vendor, and they'll restock all of this, and you rinse and repeat. So it's why I don't recommend starting with alchemy, because it's a really quick way. You level alchemy in chunks. So you level it after you've gone out, you've gotten a bunch of materials, you come back and you just grind all those potions out. Or you do this process and you grind a bunch of potions and it levels you up. So that's why, like, I don't want it to really push my character level up too much. So that is how this all works. That's why alchemy can be so strong. Now, my character doesn't have stupid high alchemy, as you've seen. But what you really start to get as you push through this here, and I'm going to grab a couple more of these things here. Let's just grab, let's restore health here. There's another one of these restore health. That's fatigue, burden, disease, fatigue. A lot of fatigue spells here, things here. Magicka. I am a hybrid caster.
Excellent deal.
It's fatigue again too. Lots of fatigue. Lots of fatigue. You combine, I think it's meat and fruit is going to be a restore health potion, I believe. I can't remember entirely off the top of my head. And all these formulas for all this potions are online. I don't put that in the video here because I want you to explore for those things and discover them for yourself. It's half the fun of playing an alchemist.
Come again. Farewell.
So let's jump back over to here. You can click that to open it up as well. And we're going to just do buy restore fatigue, right? Since we talked about that before. So we can do this. I mean, we could put more stuff in there. It's just going to be wasteful. But let's go ahead and create this potion. And boom. We just went up to alchemy here. And that's what I wanted to show. So now you can see we have this and this. So we can start to try to combine more of these effects into stuff. And I can't really get crazy with it. But get that going. Get this going. And once we combine more effects into this, it gets really strong. Let me pop that out. Let me jump back over here. So why this is such a strong skill is towards the end of this journey in alchemy. I remember we talked about you start to get to be able to stack additional effects into these. You can make potions that have all these additional effects onto them. Like, let's just look at this one. This says restore personality and fortify willpower. On their own, those aren't great capabilities. Fortifying willpower is really good though, because remember that's your endurance, that's your magicka. Regenerating both of those or increasing your endurance cap. I'm sorry, agility restores your endurance. Willpower increases your endurance cap. Let's see here, restore agility. So if you wanted to say maybe take restore agility and fortify willpower to make it into a potion, it can be done. You can stack a lot of really cool effects, and then you can increase the magnitude of those effects using all of your tools. So at first blush, you're like, nah, this doesn't seem like all the thing that I keep seeing everywhere I look online. But it gets to be absolutely disgusting once you find out that you can make really strong potions that combine a lot of these effects together. And once you've got one of those strong potions, you can just quaff those things or sell them for even more money. So it's a two-pronged thing. It makes you tons of money and it superficially bloats you. Well, not superficially bloats you. It makes your character super strong. I think personally, Oblivion's alchemy is more fun and engaging than Skyrim's, which is kind of a little bit more like click, click, okay, done. Click, click, okay, done. This gets really out of control, just like crafting spells does. And if you want to see that video, go ahead and let me know in the comments section below. But this is your primer on alchemy. It's pretty straightforward to begin with, but it really spins up quickly. It makes you lots of money. It gives you really strong abilities that you can really supplement certain weaknesses in your character. And if there's different ways that you like to use alchemy, go ahead and let it be known in the comment section below. I didn't talk about stuff like the Frostcrag Spire and the Mage House that allows you to jump into, or things that you can do in the Arcane University, but this is just to give you an idea of how alchemy is very strong. Why even characters that are not using alchemy as far as like a main thing, you're like, oh, I'm a warrior. Well, definitely still invest time into it, because making potions until about, I'd say, the midpoint of the game is a big strength. You'll be showered in potions towards the later portions of the game. You'll just get so many from loot, you won't have to worry about it. But getting access in the early and mid points is a really, really strong capability. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one and take care. Yeah? Anything I forgot? Anything I should have gone into? And Skyrim Mini left. Imagine what people back in the day said about Morrowind when Oblivion came. You know, Ren, we don't know, because the communication capabilities of people are just so much more widespread, right? And it's so easy to co-opt an opinion. Saffron, by leveling up, you'll be It used to be you had to discover them, and I think that was in Morrowind you discovered them. You ate them to discover them. Or maybe Skyrim had it. I fucking never remember, man. Did we just... Okay, what was that? Did someone raid us? I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore with these new notifications. Hey, Falcon became another... Dude, what's up, Falcon? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. That should be a cool Spartan awoo, but I guess not. Eat to discover in Skyrim, that was it. See, like, it's just so fucking confusing in this damn game. And the nice thing is, we can just go ahead and go...
Good morning.
I don't know, I kind of don't like to do that, Mary. Then I can just do this.
Hail.
Good to see you.
Sometimes I just go look at the great oak.
I mean, should we record? Should we record the Mage Guild video right now too? Barrel Cove is over here, right? Or is it over here? Forums were all the rage. I missed it. Somewhere down here, right? Wasn't it over here? And what? Dunbarrow also had the... Is that the one that cures vampirism? There's so many fucking things. You know, the Church of the Nine is over here. There's a house right around here. Skingrad has a cool house. It's near Anvil, right? By Anvil. Oh, it's the one over here then? Isn't there a house down over here? Or is that just a mod that I downloaded once upon a time? It was for the evil people. That was it. Yeah. What up, Jeff Edwards? Skingrad had the mansion, I think. Had like the royal mansion, or maybe it was Coral that had the royal mansion. Skyrim also had fun housing. Oh, dude, anyway, the switch to Twitch is a hero. They did. You're not wrong, Jay. Skyrim's Hearthfire. The building your own house thing was pretty nifty too. You know what? Let's just do this really quick. No, I do not mod. Thank you, but. Okay. We're just going to do this Mage Guild video really quick because it's not going to be a long one. There are plenty of factions and guilds to join in Oblivion Remastered, but one of the ones that you should definitely be joining first, especially pushing through as you go through the game, is the Mage Guild. In this video today, I want to break down real quickly how the Mage Guild is really going to benefit you, even if you're not really playing a primarily mage character. But in my typical fashion of upfronting the knowledge of my videos, let me give you just a quick down and dirty of what's up with the Mage Guild. So for one, there is a Mage Guild in every major city, and that Mage Guild corresponds with a specific specialization. So starting over here with Anvil, Anvil's is Restoration. So if you're playing any kind of Paladin character, Anvil's where you want to go. Skingrad is Destruction. Coral over here is Conjuration. Bruma does not have a specialty, but it still has a guild. Cheydinhal has Alteration. The Imperial City has its own university, which we'll talk about in a sec. Bravel, whichever one you want to pronounce it as, is Illusion, and then Leowin is Mysticism. So you'll need to get a recommendation from each one of these mage guilds, and they're pretty fun quests. They're really cool quests, actually. And then eventually you'll get access to the Arcane University, and the Arcane University will give you two things: the ability to enchant items, which is huge even if you're a warrior, and the ability to create your own spells. That is the biggest benefit of going through this entire process. So Mage Guild is really important for any and all characters, but that's the too long didn't watch of this entire video. If that's all you wanted to know, please feel free to just go ahead and shut the video down. I want to be respectful of your time. Before you head out, if this information did end up helping you, please don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. And you can jump to any point of this video that interests you the most using the chapters in both the timeline and the description. Also, if you've not yet picked up Oblivion Remastered, you can use my link in the description below. It is for Fanatical, and they will give you a Steam key of the game. It is 17% off through them. I do also get a 4% commission, so it's a great way to support me, the channel, and my mini Australian Shepherd. Well, let's get started on why you should be joining the Mage Guild in Oblivion Remastered. Usually I script that. Usually that intro is fully scripted because it just allows me to get through without talking about things, which I almost did. Like when I said Anvil, I was starting to talk about shit, right? So, yeah, Dylan, it was on day one. You should, Dylan, it should be in your it should be in the description. You should be able to see that. Yeah, I mean, that's the only parts of my videos that are scripted because I fucking ramble otherwise, because I'll just not all kind of like, oh, Jeff, thank you so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs, my bro. That's very kind of you, man. Usually this would have a cool corresponding alert and sound from the guy from Darkest Dungeon 1, but I'm on a different scene selection right now. Okay, so let's do this. So we talked about this in the intro, but loading into the game, let's quickly talk about each of the locations very quickly. Now, every single location will sell you spells, even the ones outside of the specialization that they've got. So Anvil, our first one, its specialization is Restoration. So again, like I said in the description, if you're playing any kind of Paladin style of build, even any build that just has a single dip into Restoration, it's quite good because this is where you're going to find all of those really high ranking spells. Now, other things that the Guild House provides, I'll show in a little bit, but you have an enchanter in every one of the houses that will help you restore your magic items, and you have access to just miscellaneous things like potions and all alchemy things in every single one of these guild houses. So that's just worth noting. And I'll show off more of that in a little bit. Our next one over here, Skingrad, is going to be your destruction magic. So playing any kind of actual tried and true mage that is going to be doing actual major destruction damage, it's all going to be coming from Skingrad. Skingrad does have a kind of a weirder situation. They don't have like a general salesperson. I don't know what I call it. they don't have like a person that sells potions and materials and stuff like that. That's just in the city of Skingrad. For whatever reason, they don't have that. But Skingrad is just your destruction magic. So any of your ranged or touch spells, even the higher ranking ones that are beyond just apprentice, you're going to be finding them in Skingrad. Most of these other locations will have just like general novice or apprentice non-specialization spells. So like, for example, if I'm in Skingrad, I could still find some basic restoration spells to buy. Moving up over here to Coral. Coral has all of our conjuration spells, which are again quite strong in Oblivion as it compares to a lot of other games. So this is where you're going to get stuff like your Summon Daedra, Spider Queen, or the Daedra Queen, whatever the hell it is, the Spider Daedra Queen, the Skeleton Master. The Skeleton Master is one of them too, actually. But all those really cool spells you're going to start to get over here in Coral. So that is important. It's what you're going to go there for. Bruma is the only one without a specialization. They do sell spells, but they're just not going to have all those really fun, juicy expert and master spells you would find otherwise in a lot of other locations that have strict specializations. We'll talk about the recommendations too in a little bit as well, because that corresponds to their specializations and benefits you'll get from them. I believe this is where you get the Finger of the Mountain spell, which is really cool. Cheydinhal has alteration, so any of those defensive spells, those shields, stuff like that, you're going to be getting them in Cheydinhal, which you can get access to. My like go-to one usually is either Coral or Skingrad first, because I use those spells a lot. But moving down here into Bravil or Bravil, again, I don't know how you pronounce it because it is a weird name for me, is Illusion. So if you're playing any kind of stealth archer or any kind of character that wants to take advantage of invisibility, paralysis, charming, it's all here in Bravil. Last one we have is Leowin, which is going to be our mysticism. So trying to get access to those higher level soul tap abilities, which are really crucial to keeping your soul gems stocked up. You're going to do it here in Leowin, because this is going to give you access to the range soul tap ability, the AoE soul tap ability, all the really good ones that you're going to be getting from mysticism. So that's all the locations, what you're going to get from them. Let's talk more about stuff. Oh, thank you, Wizard of Book. I didn't know that. Now I'll leave the comment section open for it, John. Someone's gonna shit all over me for pronouncing it the way I did. Trust me. So, oh, there we go. So loading into an actual mage guild. This is the Coral one. This is directly what you get by joining one, right? Any mage, any guild, not just simply the mage guild, is going to give me access to everything within it. There are very few things you will not be able to loot from these locations. So for example, I can loot this bucket. I could open this display case, pick the lock, and take these soul gems out, and it wouldn't give me, it wouldn't be a criminal act. Before you join the guild, it would have. I think this one over here. So for example, it would have looked like this. It would have been red. It would have told me, do not do this. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100, $200, $400. It's 200, right? That's $200. Another example over here. But furthermore, if you come over to these regions, I can loot this entire location. I mean, a game of dinner, it sells for 200. I could pick this bad boy up and go sell it and increase my alchemy there. Right. So that's worth noting. I can loot these cupboards. Most of the time, there's nothing really great here. If you join the Warriors Guild, there's a bunch of cool armor. But if you're playing a mage and you haven't seen my alchemy video, which is up already, you should look at that one too. You can get all of your alchemy stuff in here too. And this stuff will scale based off of your level. If you have a higher level, you will get better than novice in these locations. So this allows you to just simply go, okay, rather than carrying around all these apparatus or apparati, you can simply stash them here in a counter like I did, or just come back and be able to loot them as they will level up as you play the game. And you can go ahead and get soul gems here, and you can also, you've got this person who will give you the recommendation quest. So you can go about doing that, which we'll talk about in just 2 seconds. You've got this guy who allows me to purchase more spells. So this is Coral, right? So this is all of our really cool conjuration spells. Let me go ahead and sort this by, what's that thing called? By price. And you can see that I've got all the really cool ones here, like Dominate Humanoid, Spider Daedra, which I was trying to say earlier, but just could not because my mouth does not work like a normal human being's does, all the way down to, Rebuke Undead. And these are usually broken up by some sort of ranking. Like this guy I can see sells all the really good ones, the really high ones. Maybe not him. No, not him. I don't know if he has any spells. No, he doesn't. I was going to say this guy will sell you just general potion stuff. And on top of the stock of things that they sell, everyone will be able to train you on something or another. So they'll be able to train you towards certain spells, especially the ones that the place specializes in, all sorts of things you can take advantage of. And as you go into different portions of these two, you'll find other people who are going to sell you other spells. If I can ever find anyone else in this damn guild. Use my wonky run to find someone. And I could have looted that entire region right before me, if I so wish. All right, stop recording there right now. Just go find the person, other than waste all that time. Isn't there fucking more? Aren't there more people that sell spells here? I was almost positive there are there's usually someone who sells you like JV spells, like shitty, like low level spells. I did not see that person. Uh, 40, I think? I can't remember. You even go to the basement, dude? Where the hell are the other people who sell spells in this motherfucker? That's not the only one who sells spells. Because there's usually someone who sells you really low level spells, and none of those were low level spells.
What do you want? Let's do business. Take care.
I'm not crazy. That's a thing. That is a thing, right?
What is it, associate?
I don't know, bro. Oh, wrong place. Whoopsies, whoopsies, whoopsies. I just talked to him. I guess so.
Without question.
How do you do?
Well met.
Oh, that didn't happen. That wasn't there before. Well, Albrecht here didn't want to sell me spells earlier, but now he does. So you can see there's usually someone who's going to sell you higher level spells and someone who's going to sell you lower level spells. And this, you can see this very, very low level, and I can actually cast it. So just, this is how you know that you can jump into get the right things, the right location. And remember, like I said too, Flashbolt is a destruction spell, but this isn't Coral, this is a conjuration location. So you can still get low level spells that are outside of the purview of what that location is. It's just worth noting that you can definitely get the highest level ones there as well. Oh, it does depend on the time of day. Thank you, Marcus. Fuck, dude.
Seems handy.
New thing? Yes.
So the last thing I want to talk about here is our recommendation. So recommendations need to be done through all of the guild halls in each one of those towns. And then once you do the recommendation, it will typically give you something that corresponds to the specialization of that location. So that result isn't always a spell. Sometimes it's just an item. Sometimes it's something that usually is a bunch of gold. Whatever it is, you do it. And they don't need to be done by mages. The recommendations, I think there's only one that's like an actual spell something of a sort, like an actual spell quest. But once you do all these recommendations, you have enough to go ahead, I'm just moving away from everyone who's going to start talking, to go ahead and go to the Arcane University. If you try to go there otherwise, you cannot get in. And once you get into the Arcane University, you unlock 2 separate things. And I don't want to spoil it for you, and I haven't even unlocked it in this character because it's a really fun experience, but you'll get access to the enchanting table, and you'll get access to a the ability to craft spells. Both of those locations happen here. It's the only way you get access to them. So you can find enchanted items, you can recharge enchanted items at any of these guild halls, but you can make your own enchanted items here. And that's why this place is so important. And you can craft your own spells here. That is also why this place is so important. This is the last Elder Scrolls game that allows you to craft spells, and the spells you can craft can be stupid strong. They'll cost money and magicka, but you get to be a real powerhouse by launching like a fireball that deletes the map. Maybe crashes your game, who knows? It's happened to me on my Xbox 360 20 years ago. But that is how all this comes together, and how you can get items in here, how you can get these different specialization, these higher level specializations. Maybe you're playing the game, you're like, I'm getting access to just crap alteration spells, and I'm getting access to crap alteration spells in Coral. How do I get the better alteration spells? Well, it's because you actually need to go to Cheydon Hall to get them. So there is one last thing too. You can get access to crafting spells and enchanted items outside of the Imperial City and the Arcane University by using Frostcrag. If you know what that is, you'll know where to go. If you're brand new to the game, I don't want to cheat you of the experience of going there. So Frostcrag is part of the DLC, and it's kind of a shortcut to getting access to this. And it's a really cool thematic thing for mages, but the game's intention was for you to go through the Arcane University to get access to it. So there is that shortcut. It does exist. You just simply have to look it up. I don't want to spoil it for those that are brand new to the series in this game. So I'm trying to be respectful of your lack of wanting spoilers, stuff like that. But if you have any other things you want to throw in about the guild houses, like, hey, you know what, you forgot to go in about this subject, whatever it is, go ahead and let it be known in the comment section below. Always like to get as much information disseminated out to the people as possible. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one and take care. Guys, we made so many videos. Thank you for having the patience and doing that with me. But that also means this stream. BattleMage made me feel like a librarian from Warhammer 40k. Fuck yeah, it did, dude. This stream here is at an end. It is 2 o'clock. I know we started late. It's been a shit show of a, you know, like when you encounter, don't worry about it, it'll go away. When you encounter a bunch of technical difficulties coming to and from when you're starting a stream, it can really like deflate the energy in the stream. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me on it and sticking through. It was a pain in the ass to begin with, so I really do appreciate it. 242 of you guys watching. Thank you so much. Like, it means so much to me. So thank you for coming in, having fun with us. We have tons of new people on the channel, enjoying it, having a good time. We have more Oblivion content coming, lots of it. We just did 3 fucking videos here together. And then I've got some more Baldur's Gate 3 builds where I'm working on a giant barbarian mixed in with something else. A monk druid. I might do giant barbarian and swarm keeper. I have to see how that really works. Oh, Brew, this was a pretty subdued stream. Usually the streams get really wild. We talk about like penises. It's only a matter of time. We'll watch Breaking Oblivion. That's so funny, dude. Let's get this up. Let's get it on. Let's spread it on. Whoops. Press that button. Who are we raiding? I hope Tibbs is still streaming. Let's raid Tibbs, my beautiful Slavic queen. If you've never seen Tibbic, you won't be disappointed. Tibbs, you bitch! Not streaming anymore. Usually several dick segments, 100%. Second After Dark stream. I mean, don't tempt me, dude. I'll do it. Claire Obscura Expedition 333 is going on. Mistfall, Eve Online. No one's really playing anything that's kind of jiving with me. So we'll kind of just end the stream on that note right there. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching here today. Be on the lookout. I'm gonna put that alchemy video up like right now. I'm gonna basically record an intro for it and just slap that bitch up on this bitch. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I had to say bitch so much in that segment, but I did. But thank you so much for watching here today. Bring up the skooma, the guys are thirsty. Thank you so much for watching here today. Thanks for having fun. Thanks for bearing with me with all the technical difficulties. We'll be back on Tuesday with another stream. I don't know if it's going to be Oblivion or if it's going to be Baldur's Gate 3, but we're having another stream coming up. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. And I will see you bros on Tuesday.
What is it, associate?
Oh, God, that's what